California's in the west, but Kentucky is the state that I love the best because the sky is up, earth is down. In between, tornadoes spins around and 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 around. Yes, it's a tornado. Gonna touch the ground. It's a tornado. Gonna hit the town. Pretty ballerina, pretty ballet moves. Looks real pretty with her pretty ballet shoes. First she looks up, then she looks down. Then she looks up, and then she spins around and 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 around. Yes, it's a tornado. Gonna touch the ground. It's a tornado. Gonna hit the town. Listen, people, can you feel the breeze? Better get down and put your head between your knees because you bring me up, you let me down. But when I get mad, tornado spins around and 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 around. Yes, it's a tornado. Gonna touch the ground. It's a tornado. Gonna hit the town. Tornado is about to hit the hen house. Tornado gonna hit the brown cow. Ohio River tornado is a water spout. Tornado gonna hit the downtown. Tornado.
So I had a tornado on the ground earlier, west of Columbia here, Tennessee. And all these are serious thunderstorms here. And they're sparking up right over the top of my head and going east. So there's a line here, and an initial front line. And it's going through North Carolina and Virginia. And I believe those have some tornadoes associated with them too. But I wanted to focus on this one. The tornado tracker has got a new warnings for northwest of Memphis, Tennessee. Looks like that line is forming up pretty nicely. So north of Memphis, directly north of Memphis, in between Blytheville and Memphis and Bartlett, looks to be like it's heading towards east of Dyersburg and north of Jackson maybe, but you're going to get hit. Jackson, Memphis, going to get hit. Severe thunderstorm. Columbia might scrape by, I don't know. It looks like Columbia's going to get hit. Murfreesboro, for sure. Nashville, probably for sure. There's a little nasty section right there of Cookville. Let me see if I can get that on. Get an image on that. This radar doesn't go that far. I'll have to get another radar up. Let's see. No, that one didn't work. Gotta gather data first. You guys getting this? There it goes. This little cell in Cookville here, it's got tornadoes associated with it. Yeah, it's a bad one. Just east of Cookville, Tennessee. It looks to be like a nice tornado maker, if I ever seen one. All these storms are pretty nasty. Tornado here in, is this South Carolina? No, North Carolina. See if I get any radar data on it. All right, there we go. These are some nasty storms. And where does Stranger live, Ariel? North Carolina or South Carolina? He said earlier there was tornadoes around him, but they're getting nailed. North Carolina's getting nailed right now. Greenville, Kingston, Goldsboro, it's gonna get nailed. Goldsboro's getting nailed by Marmac. Is gonna get blown off the map. Goldsboro's gonna get blown off the map. Belfast, Fremont, Pikeville, Van Crossroads, Newton Grove. That one looks particularly nasty. I've got the severe stacked up. Yep. Looks like it's all the way to the ground right there. Right just north of Smithfield is getting wasted right now. And Dunn something, what is it? Goldsboro is going to get blown off the map. Pretty severe outbreak here today. This will be historical. I've never seen intensities like this, really, this year, at least, not yet. So, if you're anywhere from Greenville, North Carolina to the coast, I would take shelter from the entire state. From Williamston to the coast, from Clinton to the coast, Elizabethtown, Lumberton, Larrynburg, Fayetteville, Dunn, Smithfield, Wilson, Rocky Mount. Of course, it passed through Rocky Mount already. But it's going through Goldsboro. It's going to hit Greenville, Snow Hill, Newton Grove. It's going to move through Kingston, Vanceboro, Washington. go down here. Oh, nothing there yet. Hey, Rolly. You watching me while you're out of the sea on a paddleboard, or did you go to Key West? Can you guys hear me okay? Weather machine, that's right. The weather machine. It's free for I think two couple weeks or 3 or 4 weeks or something. It's free software. It's called GR2 Analyst. GR2 and boy, that line coming out of Arkansas looks nasty. Look at that. All the severe tornado warnings, 2 tornado in that. Boy, I'm glad it didn't come through our area. But on the 11th, we're supposed to get a line like that pass over us. That looks nasty, guys. Let's see if we can get the... It's really nasty up here. Look at the intensities. I'm going through the higher number I go, it's not showing that. See, those are the most intense sections. And then I'll put it on VR5. It shows all the precipitation. Wynette and Dice, Wilson, boy, Memphis is going to get nailed. It's going to blow Memphis away. This tornado here in Wine, I bet there's nothing left of Vandale. Wine's getting blown off the map. Yeah, those are some major intensities. Um, I don't know how I was messing with this the other day ago. Volume alpha settings. Let's take... You kind of see a 3D model of it right there. kind of like a 3D imaging, X-ray vision of the different intensity layers of the storm right there. This is cool software. I mean, I'm a weather geek, so you know. But anyway, that's enough looking at storms. There's gonna be this line of thunderstorms is gonna intensify and probably drop some historic tornadoes through Mississippi, Tennessee, and go south from there. It's going to blow south. It's going to blow pretty much directly due east. I imagine. Let's close this out. Let's get a refresh on the tornado live. Yeah. So as you can see, Memphis area, eastern Arkansas, North Carolina to the coastline, from Raleigh to the coastline, and looks like northern Tennessee, West Virginia getting some storms, and they're blowing up in Alabama and starting to in Mississippi. So you're going to be under the gun. The entire southeast looks like this is going to be an entire southern states, from Maryland over to, well, from Boston to Chicago and down and south. It skipped over Iowa. I don't know if Iowa got any storms today or not. Yeah, goodbye, Memphis. Oh, I had to sneeze. Allergies are working on me. But anyway, look at the intensity of that. Wine is probably blown off the map. Memphis is going to get nailed. Just the intensity of these storms, I've never seen it compressed intensities like I see right here in Tennessee and back here in Hope, Arkansas, Arkadelphia, blowing through Hope right now. Prescott, Hope to Gurdon, Arkadelphia is going to get nailed. Fordyce looks like it's going to get hit. Had a friend from Fordyce. And this line's blowing up right just east, right on top of me and moving east. Springdale getting hit with some heavy downpours right now. Goes all the way back to Fort Smith and Sallisaw to Tallahena. It's getting hit. Eufaula and Hannah all the way east from Dustin, Oklahoma, all the way to fucking Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. It's getting severe weather tonight. And then these storms up here, I don't know if they're going to get all that severe, but this one here in Taylorville, what is that? Illinois? Yeah. Southeast of Springfield, eastward is getting some severe weather. St. Louis, blowing through the north side of town, a little cell. And it looks like Springfield's out of the woods. Now, I don't expect this to backbuild. This line right here should be it. This last line that's going over me because the temperature seems to have been steadily dropping. Check the wind. Yeah, the cold front's back here from Joplin to Tulsa. Or Pittsburgh to Bartlesville to Tulsa. It's 71 right now outside. It's nice weather. Not too humid, but there is enough humidity. Let's get a look at the cloud tops. Look at the cloud tops of these storms. I can get a real good view of them. That one down by Arkadelphia looks fucking nasty. Oh, and this shit here in North Carolina looks really bad. Let's check Go 16. Get a look at the regional. Yeah, the stores in North Carolina look nasty, and that one in Arkansas and Tennessee, damn. But these are the intensity wind right here by Memphis, I bet is outrageous. Let's look at the intensity zones on the long wave IR. See these blacks? See these blacks down there by Arkadelphia? And it's dark up north and eastern Arkansas, but Arkansas, it's got some black. Tennessee's got black. But look at this shit out here at sea. Man, that would sink your boat if you got into that shit out there in that black. And it's just sitting off the coast right there too. There's a warm, stable front right there. That could push on land, but it might not. It doesn't look like it's going to. When this hits it, it should back off. Look at those blacks just now forming. Yeah, if you're in North Carolina to the coastline, you're in trouble. These are some serious, serious storms. When you see black like that on the fucking radar, that's a fucking mile-wide tornado. And this is a fucking 20-mile-wide tornado out here at that sea. When you see black like that. Or a bunch of tornadoes. Well, I don't know how big a tornado could actually get, really. I've heard of, I know mile-wide tornadoes hit all the time. But I don't know exactly how large they can actually be before they're considered straight line winds. Do you know, Bubba, how big a tornado can be before it's considered straight line winds? Just a front, a wall of
squall line.
Squall line.
That mile-wide tornado that impacted the south end of town about a year or so ago was a squall line development. It had winds.
Yeah, that winds that blew up that one day was called a low pressure developed behind another low pressure up here. And it about blew us away at one time. And it wasn't a tornado, it was just a pressure system. Wind.
Timmy was on his motorcycle, and he said he saw it blowing trees down the road, and he turned around and took off.
So, guys, this system here ought to be the last of it, pushing through the eastern part of my area, and that'll probably get severe, if not more, than this line here pushing through Arkansas, which seems to be the thermocline, really. And this is just excess moisture burning off behind it. And that front would dip down like this. But I guess it's been warm out east. So warm that it's... Let's get a look at these intensities. Look at the black and on that. You see black returns. Those are tornadoes. They're popping up everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over here you got one big one. A bunch of them pop up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's look here at Arkansas. Arkansas is going to get a major tornado out of this right there. That's a big tornado. And these are 2, 3, 4 of them up in front of it. So it's like that was around Arkadelphia and eastward. Fordyce. If you live in Fordyce, fucking take. But better be paying attention to the radar. Yeah, you don't see black returns on the radar like that all the time. One last look there.
So the fun thing with the serpent is, how does a serpent talk? And not only that, but why is the serpent's punishment?
Pennsylvania's in the east, California's in the west, but Kentucky is the state that I love the best because the sky is up, earth is down. In between, tornadoes spins around and 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 around. Yes, it's a tornado. Gonna touch the ground. It's a tornado. Gonna hit the town. Pretty ballerina, pretty ballet moves. Looks real pretty with her pretty ballet shoes. First she looks up, then she looks down. Then she looks up, and then she spins around and 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 around. Yes, it's a tornado. Gonna touch the ground. It's a tornado. Gonna hit the town. Listen, people, can you feel the breeze? Better get down and put your head between your knees because you bring me up, you let me down. But when I get mad, tornado spins around and 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 around. Yes, it's a tornado. Gonna touch the ground. It's a tornado. Gonna hit the town. Tornado is about to hit the hen house. Tornado gonna hit the brown cow. Ohio River tornado is a water spout. Tornado gonna hit the downtown. Tornado.
Massive compressed supercell. The cloud bases on all the way to the ground. Some of that shit. Just the heat. This area is going to blow up later tonight. Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi's fixing to get it. North Carolina's cooling off right now. South Carolina, this area, Florence, Augusta, that's going to get blown away. Where's the fucking pressure system? Yep. See, that's the low pressure. That's right there. It ain't even pressurized over in North Carolina, and they're getting shit because the wind's off the ocean. Where did I look at that? Look at that. Clouds, pretty clouds. Just blowing up. What did I do with my restream chat? Well, nobody's watching now, so